What's good, y'all? Dr. Trehunna. Cardio or diet? Which one's better for fat loss? Believe it or not, my answer might surprise you. Today, what we're going to talk about is why you should always try to do some sort of movement or some exercise if you're still trying to lose fat. And that's exactly what I make majority of my clients literally do. First things first, what is the main difference between weight loss and fat loss? When you're losing weight, you're losing a little bit of everything. When you're losing weight, you're losing about 45% fat, 55% muscle. Which means what? If you're losing more muscle than fat, then not only that you're getting smaller, all you're really doing is making a smaller version of yourself. So if you was this circle, now you're this type of circle, but you still have the exact same type of shape. That's why a lot of people, when they lose weight, they look skinny, they look frail, they look like a crackhead, that they got loose skin. The main reason why is because there is your muscle, a layer of fat, and then there's your skin. Your skin wants to get compressed towards something. It usually gets compressed towards your muscle. It takes the shape as your muscle. If you take away some muscle, this skin that's accustomed to being on top of this muscle doesn't have nothing to compress towards. Now, it is drooping. That's how loose skin is made in the first place. So when you're actually dieting, what you actually want to do is not lose weight. You want to lose fat. But ironically, majority of the programs that you came across says, hey, we're going to help you lose what? Weight. Because inept knowledge to stop muscle loss. That's why they say weight, not fat. Just for now on, you always want to focus on losing fat. All right. So the main reason why I actually have my clients get into some form of ketosis, because believe it or not, ketosis is muscle sparing, which means what? Now your body's going to keep 90% of its muscle. No matter what type of diet you're on, you're going to lose some sort of muscle. Just believe it or not. Now what you want to do is preserve your muscle as much as possible. So what ketosis does, and now instead of you losing about 40% of your muscle, you're losing only 10%. You don't want to lose as much muscle as possible when you're dieting. So in this study, they had 3 different type of groups. They had one group that was losing fat in this situation by just dieting, like majority of my clients, who is very inactive. And the main reason why is because majority of my clients are working class women or women who has a family, or these are very ambitious women. I'm talking about entrepreneurs. I'm talking about CEOs, etc. All right. So these women don't have as much time to work out. There was another group that was doing diet and working out to help you lose weight. And then there was another group that just did exercise only. Believe it or not, the group that just did exercise only to lose fat lost more fat than the diet only group. But the group that lost the total amount of fat happened to be the group that was doing diet and exercise. What we're going to talk about is why this could possibly be the case and why you need to incorporate some sort of movement if you're trying to really lose fat. So first things first, when you're losing any type of weight, you're losing muscle, weight, bone density, etc. Why is this an issue? If you're losing weight, which means you're losing muscle, you're literally slowing down your metabolism. Why? The more muscle that you have on the human body, the higher your metabolism. Why? Muscle naturally is more metabolically demanding than fat. If this tissue is more metabolically demanding, every pound of muscle equates to about 8 to 10 calories that it burns every single hour, right? Without doing nothing. So 8 to 10 calories don't sound like a lot, but if you are 150 worth of muscle, right, that means you could eat 1,500 calories more than somebody who got less muscle. All right. That's why you want to have muscle and keep your muscle when you're dieting. When you're moving, the way the human body works, if you're not using it, you're losing it. So look at people who are bedridden, right? Or people who's not moving as much. They're going to be faced with more metabolic syndrome. The main reason why is because you're not utilizing your body, and the thing that literally gets rid of the glucose that's running rampant inside your bloodstream is you moving. It is your muscles. Your muscles is a glucose sink. So the more muscle you have on your body, not only you can eat more carbs, but the less glucose you have in your system, which means what? You're going to be overall more metabolically healthier with more muscle. All right. Now, 2, because you are moving your muscle, you're giving your body a signal that, hey, we actually need to use this because we need this muscle to manipulate our environment. Back in the day, we had to move boulders. Back in the day, we probably had to carry something for 100 yards, right? But if you're bedridden, you're basically telling your body, hey, we don't need this muscle anymore. And once again, your muscle is metabolically taxing, so your body's just trying to preserve itself. Your body is the ultimate survival mechanism. It's just trying to be on this earth as long as possible. So if we're bedridden, which basically you're telling your body, hey, we don't need this muscle anymore because based off our circumstances, we're just gonna be laying down. Hey, that means you don't need all this quadriceps, you don't need these biceps, you don't need this triceps. We can go ahead and take off some of this muscle that needs to basically be fueled with calories, and we can go ahead and drop your metabolism. That way it kind of resembles your current lifestyle. Also, the people who worked out more not only lost more weight, and not only they preserved more muscle, they lost more fat where the average person usually want to lose fat from. Such as where? Such as your stomach area, your visceral fat. All right? Because you're actually giving your body a stimulus that's saying, hey, we need to go ahead and utilize this energy. Once again, fat reserves is just reserve energy. If you don't give your body a reason to use it, it's not going to use it. But if you give your body a reason to store it, it will most definitely do that. Keep overeating. We're going to go ahead and store this energy. We're not going to have any energy go to waste. We're either going to store it or burn it. All right? Just like the law of physics. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It's going to go somewhere. You just don't know where it's going. All right. So if you continue to utilize your energy, it's going to have to pull from everywhere. It's going to take some from your quadriceps, which is your front of your leg. It might take some from your back. It might take some from your face. And then it's going to start pulling a little bit and extracting it from your stomach area. That's the main area people want to tone up. But if you are somebody who is not working out, of course, you can still see the scale drop. But if you want to have that chiseled, toned stomach look faster, you need to move more. The study that I'm referring to, these are not people that wasn't doing any resistance training. They was just walking. They was just getting that heart rate up. That's what you need to focus on. You need to start getting your heart rate up. If you actually think about your current circumstances, the average person don't move a lot. If you actually look at your Fitbit or Apple Watch, you probably take 7,000, 6,000 steps a day. That's not a lot. Here's what I want you to do so you can go ahead and make sure you're losing fat, not weight. All right. Make sure you're doing some form of resistance training, which is lifting weights. Why? When you're lifting weights, when you're putting some time under tension on your muscles, what you're basically stimulating to your muscles is, hey, we need to keep this muscle so we can manipulate the environment in some form or fashion. So if anything, keep this muscle and grow it. All right. And once again, the more muscle you have, the faster your metabolism is, which means what for you? You can eat more. All right. So think of muscle like the stock market. You are basically lifting these weights now, not to expect muscle tomorrow, but to expect muscle for years to come. All right. 2, you have to follow some form of diet. In order for you to lose weight in any form or fashion, you have to be in a caloric deficit. You don't got to do keto. You don't got to do low carb. You don't got to do low fat. Do a diet that you can follow and abide by for years to come. It's all about compliance when it comes to diet. But at the end of the day, you can work out as much as you want. If your diet is trash, you're not going to lose weight. But you don't have to work out at all. But if your diet is immaculate, but you're not working out, you're going to lose some fat, but a little bit more muscle than a person that's doing both. And last but not least, what I want you to do is make sure that you are prioritizing sleep as well. All right. Might sound redundant, but the more sleep you have, the more that your body can repair, the better you're going to feel in the morning. So you can go ahead and do those movements and work out. If you're always tired, you're not going to want to work out. Right? If you're always tired, you're not going to eat right. Why? Because your glucose levels is up. You're on a glucose roller coaster. Your hormones is out of whack. And now you're craving foods that you really don't crave. And now, instead of you eating at 2 o'clock, on the average day, you're eating at 11 o'clock because ravenously hungry this day for some odd reason. A good, adequate amount of sleep. All right? Hopefully y'all learned something today. Hone in on your diet if you want to see the scale to drop. But if you want to make sure you lose the most fat possible, you need to incorporate some form of movement. All right, that's your reset tip of the day. That's going to help you stay snatched all the time. In the summertime. Talk to you soon.